I'm so glad you joined us this morning. It's Sunday morning and we're going to be fighting that Miami traffic. It's worth it though. We're heading up to Singer Island, John D. MacArthur Park in the Palm Beach area, and we're going shelling. Patty is my wingman in these shelling adventures. You see, he's my great Uber driver. He's now my Sherpa, but he's become an expert sheller. Great facilities at John D. MacArthur Park. Nice bathrooms, little shop, place to get some food. It's very clean, well-maintained. Love it. Not cooking, painting, or staring at my lovable Bulldog. I always want to be shelling. And in this past year, several people have looked at me quizzically when I say the word shelling. Shelling, sure cure for whatever ails you. Just look at this beach. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Probably the prettiest beach I've been to in Florida. The salty sea air and gorgeous turquoise water is always a recipe for a joyful and rejuvenating day. That's shelling. Keep in mind, it is a long walk from the parking area, which is great, by the way, to the actual beach. So that's just something to be aware of. I do a lot of research on beaches and what shells can be found where, and we've been all over the south of Florida in search of great shells, and today we're in search of Scotch bonnets. I know they're here on this beach. I've researched it. I see people finding them. So the trick will be, can we find the Scotch bonnet today? We're going to set up base camp. I'm going to set out. It's exactly the weather I love. It's overcast, it's blustery, it's chilly. I'm not going to get sunburned. I love these kind of beach days, but it's a little cold for the lizard man. This is what you expect to see over on our east coast. The beach is strewn with gorgeous spectral bittersweet clams in the oranges and gray shades, and I'll see a lot of probably olives and giant bittersweets and colorful scallops, but I know that the Scotch bonnets are here. I wasn't even here 10 minutes, and I have already found what I came for. The Scotchy, that beautiful Scotch bonnet right there. That's what I'm in. Oh God, I love the Scotchies. Oh, there's more. Soul nourishing color palettes, textures, light, shapes, the feelings, the movement, the water, the air, shelling. It's a very Zen-like activity for me, and it helps me not only connect to my spirit guides, it clears my mind, connect with my mom. It grounds me, it gets me outside on these gorgeous beaches. I take long walks. A lot of times we'll take a boat ride to remote islands for different shelling adventures. Now we'll have the next 1 minute or so of active meditation. Enjoy. Now, do you see why I love it so much? It's so relaxing, but I'm also getting my exercise. I've walked about a mile down the stretch of beach, and there's no one here now, just the birds and the shells and this Portuguese man of war that seems to have been beached and covered in sand. Poor little guy. I haven't seen one more Scotchy down here. It's interesting, as I go down different layers of the beach, the shells change and I see new ones and different ones, but I know when I head back to that original spot, I'm going to find more Scotchies. But in the meantime, I'm going to make friends with this bird, who actually I believe is my mom speaking to me. She always finds a way. I always get messages from my mom, and she always shows up when I'm at the beach. And lo and behold, here she is again in the bird form, and she is sitting on the best pile of shells on the beach. I do believe in signs and spiritual connection and active meditation such as shelling, cooking, painting, running, hiking, especially outdoor activities where you're more relaxed and more open to receive. Usually that's where you can work out whatever you're stuck on in life. And getting unstuck is the key in life. Making a decision puts you on a new path. It allows you to have growth. By doing that, you're trying something new. You're getting unstuck. You're building confidence. By building confidence, you're getting stronger. By getting stronger, you're feeling more happy. You're having more joy, mental clarity, and space and lightness. So it's a process. Well, now that I've had that nice chat with Mom and this long walk, I'm heading back. I'm going right back to find more Scotch bonnets. And like I said, where there's one, there's more. Yep, sure enough, 6 more Scotchies found right where I found the other one, right back at the beginning. I guess there's some life lessons in there. It brought me back full circle. We're back now, and I'm cleaning up and looking at and enjoying all the shells I picked up, and you'll see all the beautiful Scotchies right in the middle there, and the large lettered olives, and the bittersweets, and the spectral bittersweets, and the coral, and the shark eyes, and some calico scallops. It was just a great day all around. My other newfound passion, which also stems from my connection with my mom, she was a wonderful painter, is I like to bring my shells home and look at them, and I sit down and paint. Abstract most times, but sometimes more exact, as you saw at the beginning of this video. It's just another way to extend the enjoyment of the shelling and the creative process with painting, and just continue my active meditation. Creativity solves a lot of life's issues, actually. Our most favorite place to shell in Florida is Sanibel, specifically Sanibel Lighthouse Beach, which we're, still hoping, praying, thinking about them every day while they recover from the recent hurricane last year. But my husband here is painting our beloved Wentel trap, our favorite and most special shell to us that we find at Lighthouse Beach. Thank you for coming along to that beautiful beach with us. That was on Singer Island, which is near Palm Beach, called John D. MacArthur Park. And it was one of my favorite beaches I've been to here in South Florida. Because it had more of a natural landscape as opposed to just lined with condos, that made a big difference for me. And that water, I haven't seen that gorgeous water. You don't find that all along the coast. It changes, but that was a real find, and I love that I could walk for miles. Other beaches like Sanibel, which we'll talk about, I love, love, love. It's a smaller, more intense shelling experience for me because there's so many great shells, and I don't walk vast, spaces. I don't walk vast, long ways. But anyway, suffice to say, this is only the first episode of many shelling and painting episodes we're going to be doing, because not only do I love to cook, but I love to cook, paint, shell. I have a lot of passions, knitting, I have a lot of passions, and I finally have time to explore those passions, and I want to bring you guys along because they bring me a lot of joy, and I know there's a lot of you out there that love the same things that I love too, and once you get into it, you want to connect with other people that love it too and share information. So in the show notes, I'm also going to share all of these wonderful books. I have tons of shelling books. Some from my mom. She loved field guides. The field guides are always the best, when it comes to pictures and information and being able to identify. I mean, they're just, they're like the top. But I love our local shelling celebrity, Amanda. I will put her full name, her Instagram, how to reach her, and this is her book that she put out. And we met her on a shelling tour through Treasure Seekers. It's a boating outfit company that brings you around the 10,000 islands near Marco Island. And I've never been on a shelling trip like that. It was absolutely blew my mind. And she was a tour guide that day, and so we met her, and it was a real thrill. She's a great person and a wonderful sheller, and she put out a great book. So all of that will be in the show notes, and I hope you keep watching, because we're going to have lots more on our shelling trips, and also on how we like to paint them afterwards, and other things we paint. We do a lot of plein air. I like to do a lot of plein air. I bring Patty along. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for watching, and you know, try to practice some active meditation. It really helps me, and I know it'll help you. It's just so nice when we're all so busy and working and have so many things on our mind and issues and struggles. It's really, if you can just carve out a little time for that for yourself, I guarantee it'll make a nice difference in your life. Until next week, ciao, ciao.